Hey, welcome to the Mantis Show, the only show featuring an insect, an inanimate object, and a man claiming to be a medical professional. I'm your host, Mantis. With me today is that inanimate object, Box Watterson.
Oh, yeah.
My co-host, and my audio engineer who claims that he's got a PhD, the Doc.
I do no such thing.
What's up, man? Guys, it is hotter than...
Good God.
Fucking...
Hell's Hinges.
Yes. It's so hot that I didn't even take time to think of a what do you want to call it? A platitude? Not a platitude, like
Platypus.
a fucking... Yeah, one of those. I didn't even have time to think of a fucking reptilian mammal thing with
Whatever
a duck
they
bill.
are.
Whatever the fuck that thing is.
Those animals look like a child drew them and it came to life. Like
Yeah,
that's
what
what
they
that old
are.
cartoon show where they had chalk zone.
Chalk
Yeah.
Zone.
You just
Man,
draw and it
that
comes to life.
was one of those shows where I liked it, but if it came on, it had this weird feeling for me. This just washed up, used, uncared for feeling. I don't know how to explain it. It's like one of those shows to where if it comes on, you'll watch it, but if there's
But you're not happy about
you're
it.
not. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than the
Yeah.
static. You know that? Hey, you know that static? They say that's don't they say that's like
Background.
background, like remnants from the Big Bang or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the background radiation floating through space or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
fucking
that's
crazy.
what they say. Whoever that is, the
internet.
the they
The
people.
gateway for the poltergeist.
Yeah,
Inside joke.
yeah, inside joke. My bad. Too many beers already. Anyways, guys, it is so fucking hot. It's so hot. You knew I was gonna bitch about this, dude. I can't keep my goddamn flowers alive.
Oh.
Oh,
My
dude.
tomatoes? My
That's
fucking
his
tomatoes!
livelihood.
What am I... Dude, this is the only thing keeping me from locking myself in a room and playing video games all day. Like, I won't... If it wasn't for my tomatoes, I wouldn't do this podcast. So, you guys better hope we get some fucking rain sometime soon, because I seriously feel like this shit's for this shit's for the reptiles, dude. The lizards in the desert and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Human beings were not meant to exist in this type of heat. I'm talking like 115 degree heat index. What the fuck is up with that? What are we
crazy.
on, Venus?
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, we've got a garden at our place, too. All of our fucking tomatoes are dying now, too.
Yeah, and it's like, the thing is I want to be a climate change denier just out of pure spite. Just to be like, I don't believe it. No, I don't believe it. Goddamn it. Yeah, I don't. Yo, you believe in climate change? Yeah, that's all bull. You believe that shit? I just want to do that just for the simple fact of just, because that's the one thing you can say. That's the one thing you can say to just completely throw someone over the edge.
Yeah.
You say that, you might as well be like, I don't. Motherfucker, you kidding me? I don't believe it. Gorillas don't exist.
The earth is flat, yo.
The earth is flat. Like, those are all the beliefs that I like to tell people that I have just so it pisses them off and they don't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
man, it's getting really hard to maintain that with a straight face, because I'm like, it's not getting hotter, and my fucking pectoral muscles have melted and they've seceded down to like my belly button. It's so fucking hot.
Get that,
On a
that
good-
boob sweat.
On an up note, I can now do the peck dance in my belly button now, and that looks weird.
Yeah, it just looks like looks like I got a big tapeworm and it busted through my intestines and it's trying to wiggle its way out. Yeah, but it made me think that, dude, it makes me think that humans, I know this is kind of a big leap here in topics, but I can fucking see the appeal of Scientology now. Not even joking, because there's no fucking way human beings are from this planet. Because if we were from this fucking planet, why is it that during the wintertime, we like it hot in our house. We like it 80 degrees in our houses. But when it's so if it's 40 degrees outside, 30 degrees outside, we want it 80 degrees inside. But if it's 80 degrees outside, we want it fucking 30 degrees inside. It's like our weather clock, our heat and cold clock inside of our body, our little timer. It's like it's fucking flip-flopped.
At no point do I ever, winter or summer, want it to be 80 degrees anywhere.
Well, that's what you set your thermostat to if you don't want to fucking freeze to death.
Nope.
Well, you're different. There's something different about you. You're
65.
from this planet. Me and Box aren't.
Yes.
We're not. They must have dropped us in a volcano from a giant spaceship because there's just...
And my spirit flew into a normal human being that didn't have a spirit or something.
Yeah, and there's no place on Earth that you can be comfortable.
Yeah.
There's not. There's no certain area you can go to that is warm year-round. You can go to Miami, Florida, and be sweating your ass off year-round.
Yeah.
You can be near the equator. You're either super hot... You're either
feel
super
like
hot all the time.
Like, I don't know, kind of mid-southwest, like a little bit in the, I don't know, like an Oklahoma area. It's a dry heat, but it's not close enough down that's like it's going to be 110
Dry
all
heat's still
year.
fucking hot. Dry heat's
Dry
heat
heat
is
is a
you
lot
said that
better
because
than
that's-
humidity.
It
I hate when you
is.
make that argument. They're like, oh, dry heat's so much better. Like, no, it's still 115 degrees. That's still hot.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it's
Humidity
like
to
400
me, though,
degrees.
See, humidity to me is the thing that actually, like, it just kills you. It weighs you down. It becomes harder to breathe and move when it's humid. It's just like, ugh.
It's because our one mechanism for cooling our bodies is evaporating fluids off the surface of our skin. And I'm not about to start panting like a damn dog.
Yeah.
Trying to get this shit out
Walking
of here. People are I'm gonna be like the cartoons where I get the big eyes that go boing, 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 boing out of my head. And my heart goes boom, 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 boom.
And the tongue rolls all the way out onto the floor.
God, dude, my fiance never fucking let me go out in public. They'd be
Is
like,
it humid, or did you just see an attractive like female walk by?
yeah, did you see a dog in heat rolling past you? Gonna start lapping it up like a fucking dog.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, man. You know, so today something really cool happened to me today. Something that never happens to me. I kind of had like a little bit something about me that I like to pride myself on is I'm very personable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're listening to the show right now. Obviously, I'm pretty easy to listen to, pretty easy to talk to, and my voice is very comforting. And I got the feeling today of what it feels like what women feel like that have like big boobs or like super super hot or something. Like I don't know if real women in real life kind of get this. I'm sure they do, but in the movies they show all the women that they just walk up to the bar and guys are go here, or not even that. They'll just be like they'll be at a cash register. That's not a good example. They're at a cash register and they're just like oh ha, 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 or whatever, and the person gives them like a huge discount.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Subway today, and I was talking to the guy behind the counter. And I was just bullshitting with him, and he was like, "Hey, how's your day?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna indulge in a little bit of small talk for a little bit, cause fuck it, man, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. This guy needs.
It's an art that's dying.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Small talk just doesn't.
Hey, how's the
happen
weather?
anymore.
How's the weather, pal? And we're just getting to talking, and then I'm like, yeah, man. We got to talk about work. And I was like, man, this conversation progressed really quickly in the course of a sandwich, but it got really far. And he put that fucking phone on silent, man. What are you doing?
Oh no,
Fucking piece
terrible.
of shit. Sorry, everybody. And anyways, with an S, I was talking to him, I was like, yeah, dude, look, I know how it is to work at a Subway. I used to work at a Subway. This fucking sucks. You guys got it rough. The instant I said that, everybody behind the counter, eyes poked open. They popped open. They perked up. They had these weird, cheesy, like the cat from Alice in Wonderland smile going on, a big grin in ear. I was like, oh, looks like I got something here. So I kept being like, yeah, you guys are some hard workers in here. I get down to the cash register. My sandwich, I balled today, dude. I got a $10 sandwich. $10 sandwich.
Damn.
Got my fiance a 6-inch sandwich, and I got a large drink. That'll be $11. I'm like, you do it. Yes, it will. And then the guy that made my sandwich is like, wait, $11? And he's like, oh, yeah, $11 even. And I'm like, you guys accept a Subway rewards card? Can I get these points? And they're like, yeah. So, Dan, nothing like that ever happens to me, man. I never get a break on pricing. Like, nobody ever gives me a discount. Nobody accidentally fucks up my meal. I don't ever get a free...
You don't get to cut into the front of the line.
Yeah, I don't get a free set of cinnamon twists by accident in the Taco Bell drive-thru like everybody else. That doesn't happen to me, dude.
Yeah.
I see what it's like now to live a privileged lifestyle. I guess this whole white privilege thing is caught up to me.
Pays off, yeah.
Yeah, it's finally caught up to me. I got
That's called female privilege.
Is that what it is now?
I mean, to be able to
don't
get
know.
free things and just have people be like, oh yeah.
Hey, you deserve a discount because you're wearing really nice high heels.
And this is my way of possibly getting your number, is by being nice to you and giving you free things.
Yeah, maybe if I give this chick a Mountain Dew, she'll sleep with me.
Yeah.
That'll work.
The reptilian mind in the male head is just like, this'll work. I've got it. Give her a Mountain Dew, and it's 100% guaranteed to work.
Yeah, women
Women
have brains and men have dick tumors.
Yes.
In their skulls.
Yeah.
They have dick tumors that dictate like what they do.
Dictate.
It's like, yeah, I'm at this red light, and this guy in front of me, he's taking a little bit too long to go. The woman brain says, just give him a second. I'm sure he'll go and, it's only been 0.25 seconds since the light turned green. Give the guy a moment to, give the electrical signals in his brain time to reach his foot to press the gas pedal. And the dick tumor in guys' heads is like laying on the horn like, you stupid piece of shit whore, motherfucking dick goat fucking piece of shit. Like that's what the dick tumor does to men.
Oh yeah.
The male brain.
Because we got a dick. We know it's like, motherfucker, I would have already been going. And I'm a dude, so it's like, I know what you're working with.
Yeah,
What's your problem?
I know
What's
you
your
have
problem?
a sense of direction. I know you have a sense of direction.
It's not like
Mine's
you're fucking lost.
hypersensitive. Because as you guys know, I have an electrically charged penis, and it's like a compass.
Yeah.
I can use it as a compass, and if me and my friends ever go hiking and we get lost in the woods, we'll just find the nearest body of water, and I'll just spread out my body and lay on top of the water, and the surface tension will keep me up in my head. My dick will always point north every single time.
That's
a good
really reminded me of something that it was this movie I watched. I don't know if maybe y'all have seen it, but after I watched that movie, I know this is going off subject, but after I watched that movie, I didn't know what to do with my life. I felt an odd combination of like robbed of about an hour and a half / awkward and confused. And I mean, I just didn't know what just happened. It was like a fugue state.
Yeah, what was the movie?
Swiss Army Man.
That's what I was thinking.
I knew it, but I didn't want to say it.
Because of the
It's
compass
got the
penis.
Elijah. What is it? Elijah Wood?
No, Daniel Radcliffe.
They look the
Yeah,
same.
yeah,
They look
yeah.
the same. I get them mixed up.
One carried a ring, one carried a wand.
Didn't he ride the dude like a raft,
Yes.
and his farts
His
propelled
fart
him
powered.
across his fart-powered raft?
Yep.
A cadaver.
that movie?
Have you seen it?
No, I
Watch
haven't.
it.
I've
Or-
only
or
seen the
don't.
trailer.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you
Yeah,
about that
Okay,
movie.
so the only thing that I know about that movie, I heard a general kind of synopsis of it on NPR one day, and a lot of people were having the journalist that was doing the interview of the director had this certain interpretation of the movie, like, oh, it means this, and this, and the guy was like, actually, like it's talking about you should love whoever you want, because the guy like falls in love with the dead body or whatever.
Yep.
And it's an homage to being who you are sexually or something, some fucked up thing like that.
I don't get that from that movie
Nope.
at all.
Exactly. Well, who is these people are advocating for corpse fucking? Like, that's disgusting. That's some dark web shit.
To me, I haven't watched the movie, but just looking at the trailer, it's like, oh, you can do anything.
Doc, where did you even
that's
watch
what-
that?
Amazon Prime. It's on there.
Is it free?
Yep. Watch
What,
it
is
or don't.
Is
I don't know.
anything free on Amazon Prime? Because
No.
I have
No.
Amazon Prime,
Well.
and the only show I'm able to watch on there is what's it called? The Man in the High Castle. I just finished the first episode of that today.
Because that's a Prime original. They're like, watch our show. Hey, have you seen our show?
Well, have you seen it?
No.
Dude,
I tried.
you
I couldn't
should.
get into it.
You should. Oh my god, dude. The first episode it blew me away. I couldn't believe like the tempo. I'm like, man, Amazon, I have a very big love-hate relationship with them.
Yeah.
Do you know Amazon, they recently filed a patent. It's
Yep.
been within the
I already
past
know
6
where
months.
this is going.
Was it to make like a sky fortress or something
Yeah,
like
way
that?
to take the wind out of my sails there. Yeah, it's for a giant. You know what? I don't even want to fucking talk about it. I don't even want to say it. It's for a giant flotilla, a flotilla warehouse that floats above like football stadiums, things like that. And theoretically, it would stay afloat 24/7, and it would float around to different areas and different events. And drones would deliver items down like almost instantly. Down to
fucking
consumers.
crazy, man.
You know, I know a guy that works for the patent office, and apparently what they actually submitted was just it looked like a 5-year-old's drawing of the giant ship from the Avengers.
The humanity. That's a nice Hindenburg reference there.
Yeah.
That's what it would. That's what it'd be. It'd be the Hindenburg 2.0. All those,
Except nobody would die. It'd just all be drones. Oh,
yeah, except for all the people that are like
Down
in the
below
football
it.
stadium.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, those are people too, Box. I know you're kind of detached from. You know what? Here, you know what you need? You need a kickback to reality. Smell this. You want some
We're
eucalyptus?
still doing this.
Yeah, I still got my eucalyptus thing from last week.
There's something else in it. I can't put my
Yeah, it's
smeller
acid.
on it.
It's Coke.
Wow.
You feel? Yeah, your pupils are dilating. You should feel in a minute.
Suddenly, this podcast just got a lot more interesting.
Damn. Anyways, enough of that. Enough of all that. It's time to go to mansplaining.
Oh, yeah.
And this mansplaining may be a little short this week, but bear with me because
Some men are short.
dude,
Boo.
Boo.
yeah, take the wind out of your own sails there, man.
My
Anti-comedy.
cells.
I'm gonna fucking punch you. Don't make those kinds of jokes. Anyways,
With an S.
with a fucking S. So hold on 1 second. Wait 1 fucking minute. Before we go to mansplaining, you guys know how fucked up shit always happens to me.
Yeah.
Fucked up weird.
Like with the glass the other day.
yeah,
cutting your finger and shit.
Yeah, just weird shit always happens to me. So something else happened to me that's life-threatening. Something else life-threatening happened to me a few days ago. Actually, it was like a week ago.
What chemicals did you mix this time?
Oh, no.
Dude, no joke this time. This is legitimately, like, this is fucking freaky. So, I bought this big dog bed.
Mm-hmm.
This big dog bed at, I think I got it from Costco or
Yeah,
something.
I'm pretty sure I remember you telling the story you got it from Costco.
Oh, yeah. I told you about that, and I think I already told you this story, Doc. Box, you've never heard this.
No.
So, I got this big dog bed, and I keep it by my recliner, and my dog always lays on this dog bed. It's like a California king for her because she's itsy bitsy. And I picked it up the other day, or no, I went to the bathroom, and my fiance hollered for me. And she's like, "Hey, come get this bug." And she's like, "I squished it." It's just a bug. Just a normal bug is what I'm thinking. I get in there, and I see this dead bug. I'm like, "Oh, cool. Whatever, I'll get it. I'll go get some toilet paper." I went to grab it. Thank God I did. You ever heard of a kissing bug?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay, so the only reason I know what a kissing bug is because people on Facebook have posted little articles saying if you see this bug, call the police. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean call the police? Is it armed and dangerous or something?
Is it a terrorist?
It's tied up with this whole bug gang.
This bug is this bug is a rapist.
Oh my God.
So I was like, wait a second. I flushed it down the toilet and I Googled kissing bug. It's an exact match. That's what it is. A kissing bug. They can get into anybody's house. They can just sneak in. And they come from outside. If it rains a lot or something, it doesn't matter what it is, but they can slip through the cracks of the door. They're really flat bugs. And they live in gardens and shit. These bugs are a member of the same family as a, what are those called? Bed bug.
Oh, fuck.
But it's different. But it's not like a bed bug. It's not like that. They're just kind of genetically similar in a way.
It's a lot like a stink bug.
Yeah, so these things we'll try to post a link.
Oh.
We'll try
Those
to
things
post
are creepy.
No, that's not it. That's not the kissing bug. So we'll try to post a link to a picture of one. Yeah, that's it right there. That right there. That bug. These bugs are notorious for biting people while they're asleep. They like to bite around the eyes and the lips. So if you ever wake up and you have a really big swollen eye, it could be from a kissing bug, but that's not the scary part. That's not the scary part. The scary part is that these bugs carry a parasite that causes this disorder. It's called Chagas disease. And most of the time, you'll never know that you have Chagas disease until later on in life. It can cause your heart to fail and shit.
Whoa.
It is a legit it can kill you. It can fucking kill you! And of course, it's in my house!
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I Googled like what to do, how to clean up after a kissing bug. They said don't squish it because you could squeeze some of the parasites out because what happens is it's in its poop. So if you squeeze out its poop, then its parasites are there. So ours was squished on carpet.
Oh fuck.
So I'm freaking out. I'm like, what do I do with this? You know what's recommended? Like unilaterally all across the board, everywhere you look, you know what people are saying? Like average everyday people that don't recycle, people that throw batteries in the trash, people that don't take any extra precaution, people that don't do the stuff that everybody's supposed to. Like you're supposed to take lithium-ion batteries to recycling facilities.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone in my life that's ever done that.
No one has ever done that.
I don't know anyone that's ever done that. You know what? That's going to be mansplaining one day. I'm going to mansplain some batteries eventually. But anyways, these people are saying you take this bug, put it into a plastic container, and freeze it for a few hours so it will kill it. And then you should take it to a government testing facility, your nearest testing facility, and have it sent off to a lab, a laboratory, a scientific facility that will test it for Chagas disease.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what? Oh my God. At this point, I'm fucking mortified. Would you not be mortified if you found out that and oh my God, even worse. It affects dogs too.
Oh fuck.
So who fucking knows? Dude, I don't think I've been bitten by, but God, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. I don't I don't usually buy into the hype of those things.
Me neither, but
It's like swine flu.
it's not. No, this isn't like swine flu. This is like you get bit by a rattlesnake and you know the effects of that, the ill effects of a rattlesnake, and you know what botflies do. You know what happens if you get botfly larvae embedded under your skin? You get some fucking larvae making a meal out of your flesh and your soft tissue.
So gross.
I don't understand why some people have those infatuations with like watching videos online of like bugs coming out of people. I can't. I can see all kind of guts and gore and blood, and I'm cool with that. But you show me a video of a bug coming out of someone, and I'm like, ugh.
I can't stand any of it. I can't stand the pimple popping.
God,
I can't stand.
What is wrong with people?
I can't
to enjoy that.
You know what? It's even more fucked up. I can't. What about those people that watch like ISIS decapitations and shit?
That would bother me less than a bug coming out of someone.
What?
Honestly.
Man, I've been like terrified after watching one of those videos. I was just like, for like 3 days, I felt weird.
Dude, in middle school, I legitimately lost sleep because I was disturbed. Because someone at school told me Marilyn Manson had his ribs removed so he could suck his dick. Okay? All of this, to me, I have an extremely fragile psyche when it comes to that shit.
Yeah.
I'm the most, in any other social situation or anything, in a social situation, for example, I'm a confrontational person. Yeah. If I'm in line at a gas station, some dude cuts in front of me, I'm like, hey, you piece of shit. Hey, how about you, you think you're better than me or something? You think you're better? Would you like to stand in line behind me? Because if you don't voluntarily do it, I'm just going to fucking shove you out of the way, and my mind is a fortress, okay? When it comes to most other situations. I'm a rock. I'm stone solid. I got a moat around me with some spikes, and I've got some snipers on the roof defending my psyche. But with that shit, the disturbing, fucked up, gory, disemboweled bitch that's got a spick through her and she's roasting over an open fire. Who?
Yeah.
What entertainment value do you get out of that? I can understand, Doc, if you're not affected by that, whatever. But do you go purposely looking for that stuff?
No, but if somehow I accidentally see it, I'm just like,
I mean, some are worse than others, but God, it's just
I laughed
terrible.
at the movie The Human Centipede.
Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of funny.
Well, that is kind of funny. The stuff that fucks with me, man, is like the motorcycle wrecks and stuff, where the dude's got like all the soft tissue on his face is ripped off, and it's just like a skeleton,
Great.
like.
Oh my God!
It's me, Skeletor.
I'm talking without lips, and it's just like that's the stuff
that doesn't bother me.
That stuff fucks with me, man, and that's why I don't. scary movies really don't scare me, but I don't see the point of that, man. The thrill of being scared.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big scare. Like, I like going to haunted houses and stuff. That's kind of fun, just to see like all the neat stuff. But the scary movies, man, they say truth is stranger. Like, what is it? Truth is stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
That's the same thing when it comes to horror. Like real life terror.
Oh, it's way worse than like any sort of fiction.
Exactly. So people it's like people that say that money isn't everything. People that say money isn't everything have never had money.
Yeah.
And people that like to be afraid have never had a real reason to be afraid. I mean, they've never had to wonder whether or not they're going to wake up with fucking Chagas disease. Yeah. That sounds like something from South America.
Chagas disease.
We've grown past that.
Fuck, dude. That's crazy.
Yes.
Please tell me you like bleached where it was squashed.
Dude, I sprayed so much fucking carpet cleaner. I mean, I was mixing chemicals. We almost had another World War I incident because I was spraying.
We're gonna mustard gas.
This time I did it. This time he did it intentionally.
I looked at my fiance and I was like, "Get my special ingredients." I was like, "We're doing the thing again. Call fucking poison control because this is going down. This is the only way to kill Chagas."
All right, poison control. What do I do if I intentionally poisoned my house with ammonia gas?
I did it on purpose, bitch. I'm killing the bugs. The bug. Single bug. I haven't seen any more since. That's the first time in my life I've actually seen one. I've never seen one before. But I'll tell you this. Oh, by the way, the story we're referencing is in episode, 3? Something like that. Listen to all of them and then you'll find it.
Yeah,
you'll know what we're talking about with poison control. It's one you don't want to forget. But, man, bugs just creep me the hell out, man.
Oh, me too, man.
Bugs,
fucking like house centipedes. Fuck those things.
Wait, didn't they say aren't those beneficial?
I mean, I don't give a damn if they're beneficial or not.
Yeah, you know what? I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't hold that position.
It's like, man, if I see one like crawling up my wall or something, I'm like, oh fuck. So I just like I'll take like a can of hairspray.
Get my gun.
A can of hairspray and a lighter. And I'm like,
gotta burn the house, man.
Yeah, we just gotta burn it all down.
I had a manager one time. She had the personality of a warthog. At least that's what Google reviews said about this restaurant. And man, she was one of the people. She was somebody that I've met that has zero tolerance. Yeah, that's the face. Doc has the best impression of her. She's a sweet lady though, but she is somebody that has zero tolerance for bullshit. She has absolutely zero tolerance for bullshit. And mice, bugs, any of that, no, that's off her radar. No, you better get away from her with that shit. Well, she told me a story about how she woke up in the middle of the night with one of those. It had ran across her face and it just stopped running mid-face. And she freaked out and started slapping herself in the face and trying to rip it off. And she rolled out of bed and like knocked over a nightstand. Man, I just wish you knew the woman. I wish I could do justice to like how comical this would be. It's like seeing. Imagine you have this staunch history teacher in school. Yeah. This teacher that never breaks character. They are history teacher. They do not exist outside of the public school system.
One of those, if you saw them out in the store, you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
You would feel compelled to still call them Mr. or Mrs. whatever.
Yeah.
And did you do your homework? It's inappropriate for us to have contact outside of school. I'll see you tomorrow.
I haven't even gone to school in 3 years. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Have a good day. But I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh yeah. But it's like you see one of those. I remember now. It's like you see one of those history teachers later at the club, and they're like getting crunk. If that's not even a word I normally use to describe things, but that's just such an
Is that still a relevant word?
Probably not.
It's in Lil Jon's vocabulary still.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he's like 60 now.
Oh my god.
No, shit.
Not really.
Shit.
No, I made that up.
I was getting ready to say, I was like, there ain't no goddamn way.
His birth certificate says 60, but those chains around his neck and that girl and that says early 2000s.
Yeah.
That says 17 years ago is what that says.
Oh man.
That was a weird time.
That was a great time.
That was a really weird time.
Weird. I hope that I want to say from like 2012 to 2015, 2016, around that area, I hope we don't look back at it nostalgically the way we do the early 2000s.
Yeah. I don't think so. Well, it's all about what age you were then.
You know, I always have to remind myself, and whenever I start getting nostalgic about things, like, no, wait, I was miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the worst time of my life. No, thank you, brain. Isn't that like some type of survival evolutionary trait or something?
Probably.
Nostalgia.
Google it.
I mean,
It's something like that. We
Yeah.
need to look that up. Hey, while I'm talking, Doc, look that up on Wikipedia.
What-
Or no,
I don't even know what to-
no, Box. You look that up on Wikipedia. Look up whether or
box
not.
of information.
Yeah, look up whether or not that's a survival trait. Because every day, more and more every day, I'm using that as an excuse to justify my behavior. Like if I wake up late, I'm like, well, you know, humans, we're not evolved to wake up at 4 a.m. for work. We wake up as the sun comes up. So this is bred into me. This is my genes. This is human nature. Or, well, yeah,
We have that
you know, I should feel like shit.
circadian
What?
rhythms is what's that? I believe that's what that's called. Circadian rhythms.
It sounds like cicada. We call those heat bugs. Call it hot bugs.
Isn't this supposed to be a cicada year, by the way?
I heard some. I was out walking my dog today.
Yeah, but
heard
I haven't
some.
seen any, and it's because it's supposed to be like, what is it? Every 14 or so.
I thought it
years?
was 16 or 18 or something.
something like that. It's been a long time. I know
Yeah.
we're due, but I haven't seen many.
Yeah. Well, you know, I find myself also. I don't know what train of thought I was on there for a second. I know
Yeah.
I had a really good excuse. Did you find something, Box?
basically, some people say that it maybe would help out a group of people if you were nostalgic about like something that happened in the past, because if it worked back then, it would work now. So maybe it would benefit the group somehow. Maybe.
I always just think of the episode of American Dad to where they look back at Stan's childhood and he the nostalgia filter is like all the way up, and he imagines his dad being
Yeah.
like, "Hey, Stan, let's go play catch."
When they're in the big like replicator thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
Virtual kind of
Yeah.
like simulator.
Holodeck.
Yeah, holodeck.
One where they
How do you guys remember all? I'm so glad you guys are my co-hosts, because if not, I've got the gist of things. You guys have these really specific words like circadian rhythm.
circadian rhythms.
See, I can't even say it right. Like you say it, and I can't even repeat it back to
Circadians,
you.
okay. I don't know.
So I'm just gonna, from now on, if I ever get in an argument with anyone in public, I'm just like, hold on a second, and I'm gonna 3-way call you guys and be like, all right, you stupid piece of shit, and then you're gonna be like circadian rhythm, and be like, yeah, and and then Box is gonna be like, motherfucker. I'm gonna have you guys fill in my sentences where my memory lapses. Anyways, now officially we are on to mansplaining. So mansplaining this week. This topic is going to be a little bit easier for you guys to follow along with. I'm throwing y'all a bone this week. I'm lazy. I'm a little lazy today. Feeling a little lazy because of the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Anytime you
life
say,
was
anytime
threatened
you
by a
say
bug.
something, no, yeah, that too. Anytime you say something about the heat, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah. I don't want to. Don't go all. Well, at least you're not 5,700 miles away from home with a 90-pound backpack, carrying a gun, fighting for freedom like soldiers are. Don't do that to me.
The draft that doesn't exist, they did that on their own accord.
Dude, look, I support the troops just as much as anybody. Don't get me wrong. They're fucking heroes. They are the closest thing to a superhero as you can get in real life, depending on who you ask. But if you're a real American and you fucking love freedom,
Yeah.
By God.
by God, they are heroes. But man, let me bitch. Let me tell you how miserable I am about this heat. I had people at work today tell me that, like, well, at least you ain't a soldier in Afghanistan. I'm like, I start doing the SpongeBob thing where I'm poking
Oh,
like
God.
a chicken. It's like, you piece of shit. Don't tell me that. What, am I supposed to mail my extra food to the starving kids in Africa? Am I supposed to put it in an envelope? Send it to them? That's what I tell my mom. She's like, there's kids starving in Africa. Yeah, well, what? Here, you got a postage stamp, bitch?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't never call my mom a bitch. I never say that. She'd slap. I think I did it. I think I said I hated her one time, and she slapped the shit out of me. Slapped me right across slapped my teeth out of my mouth, my dentures.
Slapped you so hard it left a bruise on your driver's license.
Anyways, mansplaining is a segment to where we take a topic that you think you know everything about. We put our own little flavor to it, our own little twist, and we make you realize that you don't even know the gist of it. That kind of rhymed, didn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
That was like a you know, is a
Put
little.
that in your mixtape.
Yeah, we'll do that. Mansplaining this week. Car tramp stamps.
Oh boy.
Oh man. So it never fails. Every single time that I'm driving on the interstate, I always get stuck behind someone in a Chevy Cavalier. It's always a Chevy.
Perfect embodiment of
Yeah,
that.
it's always a Chevy Cavalier with the tramp stamp, the little pinstriping on the back of it. It's like, what is this supposed to make me feel better while I'm fucking rear-ending your car? While my car is fucking the ass of your car? What is this tramp stamp for? What are tramp stamps on people for?
Well, on people.
Are they called tramp stamps because they signify that the woman is scandalous and a tramp?
Yeah, that's
okay.
What it's
So
for.
what does that transfer over to in a car? Like it's a piece of like it's gonna fuck you. Like the car is not mechanically sound and it's gonna cost you a shitload of money.
Maybe.
So why do people intentionally have the little pinstriping done then? Isn't that kind of like a bad omen and a precursor? Like you are directly putting yourself in a timeline to where you know your car's gonna fuck up and it's gonna fuck you, or you're gonna fuck it. Yeah, no, you fuck tramp stamp. Wow, you're gonna be on one of those My Strange Addiction shows. That's even worse.
Like that dude that fell in love with his car.
Well,
I saw that he like makes out with the tailpipe.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a fun way of saying committed suicide.
Yeah,
Making out with the
exactly.
tailpipe.
no. A fun way.
A fun. I guess a fun way. Speaking of, no, I'm not getting off topic and talking about the Linkin Park guy. No, we're mansplaining, and we're talking about tramp stamps.
Yeah.
On cars.
On cars.
I thought you were talking about like bumper stickers and
That's
stuff.
what I thought at first.
No,
too.
I'm talking about like right above the emblem. It's got the little pinstriping that is made into like a tribal type of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Looks like an actual like spring break bad decision tramp stamp.
Yeah, right above the ass crack.
Yeah.
Right to where when you're getting you're
I
so
went to Panama and I got so drunk.
you know, every time I've ever been to Panama, there's always those fucking scooters, man.
The scooters?
You've seen the scooters that you can rent on the beach?
Well,
you ever rented one of those?
Nope. Never been to Panama. Never been to Florida.
I'm gonna take you.
Don't care to.
I'm gonna take you
I
one
don't
day.
like Florida.
You never been?
Well,
all right.
I can have preconceived notions.
You know
Whatever,
what? I
it's
can
cheaper.
Whatever.
It's cheaper
You
not
know
to
what?
take 'em.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it because that's the old man in you, Doc.
Well,
The
I'm
old
an old
man-
man.
no,
at
Well,
heart.
no. If the old man in him, he'd be moving down there and
Yeah,
retiring.
that's true. Yeah, just all golfing everything. Tilliest hat, golfing
Anyways,
shirt,
car
golfing
tramp
pants.
stamps. They're always perfectly accompanied by, preferably a Kid Rock mixtape, like an actual cassette tape.
Yeah.
And
Just like an actual tramp stamp. How convenient.
the person in the driver's seat probably has expired registration.
Well,
They are late on their rent.
there's
Yeah.
ashes all over the inside of that car.
They're
from cigarettes.
Their kid. There are so many the car equivalent of couch fries. And that it's ridiculous. It's got that weird diaper smell.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
their kids always have snot crusted on their nose.
And a beanie baby in the back windshield.
Those beanie babies,
A sun-faded beanie baby.
Yeah.
beanie babies, those are. Everybody's
how are
like,
they
oh, I'm gonna keep these because they're gonna be worth
Yeah,
something
they're gonna be
someday.
worth
No. They ain't gonna be worth shit.
What do you mean? Are they gonna start using them as currency?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think the whole like they're collecting anything. It's a scam. It's a scam created by that company. They're like they go out and tell people they dress their CEO up in average Joe clothing. They go out and they talk. They're like, oh yeah, you have one of those. That's gonna be worth something one day.
You know what it is?
Yeah, exactly.
We got rid of the gold standard, and we needed something.
we're trying to find a new one.
Yeah, we
so
had
we
a
replaced it
backfill.
with Beanie Babies.
Beanie babies are the new gold standard. I've been told that about like everything I had as a child. I had a lot of Hot Wheels as a kid. And they're like, oh, you shouldn't ram those into each other playing demo derby because they could be worth something one day.
Oh, you shit your britches. Better put that in a Ziploc
Yeah,
bag and
that
throw
could
it in
be
the
worth
freezer,
something one
buddy.
day.
Yeah, it might be worth something.
Yeah, might be to who?
When you're a famous podcaster, people will want that.
speaking of useless things that people would want, when I was in the 3rd grade, I had a business. I'd go around every class and every hallway, and I'd get all the pencil shavings out of the wall-mounted pencil sharpeners.
Yeah.
I put it in a brown paper bag, and I sold it to this kid. This kid, his name was Brandon. He approached me, and he's like, "Hey, you like money, right? Well, I got a little business proposition for you. I'm gonna need you to take this bag. I'm gonna need you to fill it up with pencil shaving."
I don't know. I really don't know if I should take this seriously or not.
100,000%. I promise you. I promise you.
I don't doubt it.
His name was Brandon. And I sold him pencil shavings. He gave me $5 a bag.
What the fuck?
I made every single day. I mean, dude, I was taking pencils. Hey, teacher, I don't have a pencil. I'd take it and I'd sharpen it down to where it was just a little stubby eraser with a lead point on it, and graphite tipped eraser.
Yeah.
And I just kept taking people's pencils. Hey, you need that pencil sharpened? I got you, bro. Oh, yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I take it all the way down, and when I get back to their desk, they're like, "What the fuck, man? Is this a joke?" I'm like, look, man,
business is
don't hate the
business.
player, hate the game, brother.
Yeah.
And business is booming.
Yeah.
This is just a business, and business is good. Let me tell you.
That's one of those.
Fuck, what was he using them for?
That's the thing. I don't know what.
That's one of those kids you got to be careful of, because they're planning some like movie villain.
He's
status.
doing some Fight Club shit to where
something.
he takes the wood shavings and mixes it with like nitroglycerin and makes C4 or something.
Yeah, that's the kid you want to give like your Snickers bar to at lunch.
Yeah, just
be
be
like,
real nice to him because.
Well, dude, I sold him. I bet you I made hundreds of dollars off this guy.
Wow.
where the fuck was he getting the money too?
Dude, well, his mom drove a BMW, so I guess that was like a.
Or maybe he's just got like this. You're the supplier for the shavings, and he's the middleman to another person that he sells the shavings
He's
to.
getting factory direct prices, and he's upselling it.
Exactly. He's
Yeah,
selling
I'd give him these pencil shavings, and I don't know what he did with them. He'd never tell me. I'd be like, "So what do you do with this?" He'd be like, "Look, man, don't ask questions with this, okay?" And we were in the 3rd grade. I may have even been 2nd. And I remember the day my business stopped was whenever a teacher caught me with the pencil shavings, and I couldn't tell her. I'm like, well, they're just. She's like, "What are you doing with these?" I'm like, she said, "I see you every day take all these." So she thinks I'm the weird fucking kid, but I'm just a capitalist entrepreneur who's making a name for himself,
trying to hustle out here,
trying to hustle a little bit of scratch. And I'm like, look, I sell them to someone. She's like, "Sell them to someone. What's he do with them?" I can't tell.
I want to tell you, but
he
could be listening.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what he uses them for. So this teacher she told all the teachers, I guess she had a teacher's lounge like meeting or something, and she's like, "Hey, do not let Mantis have any of your pencil shavings anymore. He's selling them." Like, what's fucking wrong with me? He's taking advantage of this other kid who obviously must have something wrong with him.
That's the problem in schools. They crush creativity. That's what's the problem with the economy in our generation.
Well, yeah,
They
and
should've
so
just let
after
you
that,
do
she
it.
just kept taking all my pencil shavings. So it's like I've got a kilo of Coke, and she throws it in the floor, and I'm like, "No, it's mixed with the dirt. It's all fucking ruined."
No.
And she throw it in the trash can, and I can't give him tainted pencil shaving. So then I moved on to a business of I had a little pencil box, and I'd have like little papers with like 15 cents wrote on. I had little toys I'd sell, and there was this one kid. I found another cash cow, dude. I was lucky enough to where I found another cash cow. His name was Clifford. I swear to God. Who names their kid Clifford? His name was Clifford.
Oh no!
Like the big red dog box.
That kid's probably really special.
And Clifford, I would sell him bubble gum every single day. Hubba Bubba. I would buy one pack.
Oh, the premium shit.
I'd buy him one pack for 25 cents. I would buy myself one pack for 25 cents, and I would sell him a piece of gum for like every couple hours for like 50 cents pop. And then other kids started joining in, and I'd get maybe one piece out of them a day, 2 pieces out of them a day. This kid was buying like a whole pack off me. I was making like $10 a pack off of this fucking kid.
My God.
And
Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go.
I did that in high school. It's a grocery store over by where we live. They were selling Amp Energy back when Amp Energy was a thing. They had like some special. I don't know. Is Amp Energy still a thing?
I think so.
Oh, anyway, they had these special edition cans, and I don't know. They just had a lot, so they were selling them for 50 cents. And I would go up there and literally buy like crates of them, like the thing they come in.
Yeah,
it was like 50 of them, and I would take them to school and I'd sell them for $3 a pop.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, you'd get. This is a story for a different time, but remind me to tell you the story about the YMCA eventually.
Okay.
Just let me tell you that. I just don't want to forget because you reminded me of something, and it's not even really related. But nowadays in school, man, you'd be deemed as some type of delinquent
for being a capitalist.
Which back then that's the way it was too. But nowadays, I mean, they're gonna report you to the fucking IRS.
Yeah,
he's making unreported money, but he's only 5 still.
Man, that's the thing.
And he's not paying taxes.
There's so many regulations nowadays. It's hard to even think about. Wait, what does this have to do with car tramp stamps?
I don't know.
It's our podcast, so I will talk about whatever I damn well please. I'm sorry if you're really looking forward to me mansplaining car tramp stamps to you, but
I mean, how much can you really mansplain about that?
Oh, I can mansplain plenty. I've just
I thought it was going to be about bumper stickers, which I can mansplain.
Well, all right, totally let's expand it then. Car tramp stamps can include a pinstriping tramp stamps, which is a real tramp stamp, or a bumper sticker.
Ugh.
God, dude, the fucking attention seeking.
Because you care so much about my opinion that I want to put it on the back of my car, so you have to read it while you're stuck in traffic going to work.
The worst part about a bumper sticker is the osmosis of like the opinion transfer that happens when you buy a used car that has them on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the best way. I don't know if I was articulate enough to describe that. What I really mean.
I know what you mean.
But you get what I'm saying.
All right, whenever I got this car I have now, it had a sticker on the back that said, "My kid is an honor student." Not even kidding.
So you suddenly had a kid through osmosis.
What was that? Was it you I was talking about to where I want to make awful bumper stickers? I don't
think so.
Man, I had this brilliant idea. Maybe I wrote it down. I write down stupid shit. You don't want to see. You don't want to look through my notes to where I have a spark of inspiration for the show, and I write. You don't want to see my shit. But I had some type of scheme, some weird plan that comes through. That's like it was something dealing with my student. I'm the mother of an honor student. It was so. It was very degenerate and it was hilarious, and I promise I will remember it. It'll come back to me, and I'll have to look through my shit. But those bumper stickers, man, if I've literally had to go as far as getting a automotive grade industrial heat gun, almost melting my bumper, and then it's still the adhesive on there is so strong and it's so fucking gunky, and it's as if. You know, if you pull off a sticker and there's still adhesive there, and it sits there and it's like black and it gunks up and it gets really hard, it's as if that has already happened underneath the cover of the bumper sticker.
Yeah.
And I've had to take...
You gotta take like a hammer and like a chisel or something.
Yeah.
It's like, man.
You gotta go Stonehenge on the... I used gasoline, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't have good... I used gasoline one time. I'm like, man, this is...
Goo works real good, though.
This is not environmental.
Sponsorship opportunity, Goo if you're listening to this.
And gasoline, ExxonMobil, we are promoting petroleum products. We know that you guys are having a hard time with Tesla and out there and everything. Not really.
Not really. Tesla ain't doing a whole lot, but
Elon Musk is a prick. You're about to do it.
I was about to do it. That's
another great podcast.
Yeah, homage to a very, 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 very wonderful show that we're all a fan of.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Well, no. You know what? We're not giving him a plug until we get a plug.
We're the best podcast you've ever heard.
He will get a plug when we get a plug, okay? But those bumper stickers, I love the coexist ones. I know that's that's always the one that everybody goes to, and they always talk about the coexist. But man, fuck you.
The one that's way worse.
Prick.
The one that's way worse than that are those like the family ones where it's like you son of a bitch. Those are so bad.
Or no, even worse than that are they've got like a little dinosaur or zombie family.
God damn it! I was just about to bring.
Those are so bad.
It's like you think that's funny and clever, but you're worse. You're way worse than the original.
Yeah, then they have a little minion foam ball topper on their antenna.
Fucking minions, dude.
Goddamn minions.
I wish those little yellow fuckers would go away.
And you know the worst part. You know the worst fucking part about it. The movie. I like the movies.
The first one was good.
The first one was a
the
good
second
movie.
Despicable Me.
I don't know
was
if I've
good.
seen-
But at the point to where they decided they deserve a movie of their own is the line that should not have been crossed. Whenever you have
Did you watch it?
fucking no.
I watched it.
Well,
It wasn't bad. They were all like,
it's created a society of children and mothers and
40-year-old men.
yeah, who run around saying banana all the time.
I mean,
Go
I don't
fuck
think
yourself.
that it's a coincidence.
No, they say banana or however they say
Yeah,
it.
I don't think it's
Don't
a
encourage
coincidence
it.
that after that movie came out, that now the Emoji Movie is about to come out.
See,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's people. I've seen bumper stickers with emojis on them, and they'll have like they'll have like the heart, the heart eyes and all that. I want to get one that's got like the face, and it's got the eggplant and then the squirt. Yeah, that's what I want. I'll endorse that bumper sticker.
And the two hands, hashtag
No, but
blessed.
back to one you brought up. I feel like if you have a coexist sticker on your car, it's like a giant sign on the back of your car to tell police that there is marijuana in that car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what they should do when they sell those? When you walk in the store, you should have to have like a litmus test to where you're like, okay, what does this see? What is this little symbol here? What religion is that? Okay, well, what's this one? What's this one? What's this one?
Oh, you don't know? You don't know?
Okay, so you got Christianity. Good job. And you almost had you know the Judaic star, the Star of David. That is not a satanic. That's not the Satan symbol. So you can't buy this coexist sticker.
Pentagram.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, pentagram. There we go. See, I told you guys fill in my
got the answers.
my little mental lapses.
Yeah, man. I totally agree. If you can't pass that test,
Man, I saw a sticker. I saw a sticker the other day. You know, I'm a vulgar guy in the sense of I cuss like a sailor.
Yeah,
I say
yeah.
the F word too much. I need to stop saying it so much in the show.
Fracas.
I'm gonna start saying that. And I saw, but there's some things, man, that's just too, man, it goes too far even for me. This guy had a sticker, a big sticker too. This was like a blown up. I've seen smaller versions of this one, but this was a blown up version. It had a stick dude, eating a chick out, and it said, "I heart sushi."
Oh,
my
God.
I'm like, man,
That's
what?
like 2 steps above truck nuts.
Oh, dude, truck nut. That's the 3-dimensional version of a bumper sticker, truck nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Doc, I bet you like truck nuts, don't you?
No.
Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You love them truck nuts.
Nope.
Doc is real big into like off-roading and stuff.
Yeah.
Doc is the only guy. You know, you have to tell the story one time about how your mom talked you into destroying your
God.
vehicle.
Yeah.
We'll tell that another
The
time.
moral of the story is you can't look like a bitch in front of your mom.
Yeah. No, seriously. Well, remember that. You're gonna tell that story a
I'll
different
tell
time.
that
We gotta spread out all this content. We got too much to talk about.
So much.
I don't want to give it all away today.
Gotta leave something to keep them coming back.
Anyways, let's move on to. Let's move on to something. What do you guys got for me today? You guys got anything you want to say? What about you? Let's start with you, Doc.
Oh, go ahead, Box.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, Mantis. All right. Well, no, John, you go.
all right. So I don't really have like a segment or anything, but I had something that recently happened to me. I was leaving work one day. I just got off work. I was fucking tired. You know, I just wanted to go home, but my tank was empty on my car. I was like, all right, hit the gas station. I go to the gas station, get out of my car, and the first thing I hear is one of the people that I work with. You know, he's over at one of the other pumps, and he's like, yeah, man. He's like, man, whenever you go in there, he's like, be careful, because some dude was in there before. He got pissed off they didn't have any hot dogs, and he took the hot dog machine and threw it.
What the fuck?
Man,
He's
he's
like,
very
you could-
passionate about
You
his
talking
hot
about the
dogs.
roller, like the roller
Yes,
heat machine?
the whole thing.
Oh my God.
He threw the whole thing, apparently.
It's gotta be pretty strong. Those are big.
So
Yeah.
And it looked like whenever I got in, they moved it back, and it looked like it was like almost mounted to like a counter thing, but it just kind of slid into like a slot.
What time of day was it? What time?
It was probably 1 a.m.
What the fuck?
It was.
I'm sure drugs had nothing to do with that.
This guy was.
It's like, how the fuck you gonna get a hot dog at 1 a.m? Anyway, I go in there, because the dude said he's like, hey, you could still smell it in there. I was like, all right, well, I didn't know what the hell.
Well, I like to smell a hot dog, so I guess I'm heading inside.
I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't know what this guy's on about. I step inside, and sure enough, it's just hot dogs and cleaning solution, and the one person.
Sounds like the set of a porno, man.
Dude, I mean, for it, hot dog water and like some like sudsy stuff. It's like, I mean, that's got porno written all over it. But anyway, like I think there was only one person working there, and she had to clean it up, and she's just out like on the floor with a rag, just like scrubbing this hot dog juice off the floor. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's when the hot dog pool boy comes up and is like, hey, heard your pipes were clogged. Did you order a pizza?
in the shape of my wiener.
Here, have some popcorn. There's not a hole cut into the bottom of it. I promise. That's like, hey, these shorts are perfect for that. That's why I have these shorts. I got these shorts on. I wear my clothes until I get my fucking money's worth out of them.
Oh,
clothes are expensive. I got this hole. This probably, I don't know, what is that?
Still
what does that
have
look like?
those?
You like a 4-inch hole?
You still have. I remember the back when we used to live together. You had those.
Yeah, it's like there's a vagina rip hole for easy access in the crotch of these shorts.
I mean, that's just a dude thing. We just wear things until it cannot be worn anymore.
I'm just gonna be wearing pieces of string draped across my body until.
But yeah, like after this gas station thing, it reminded me of a story. Like back when I used to work at a movie theater, I worked behind the concession stand. So, and I know how crazy people are, but it wasn't about hot dogs. It was about a goddamn pretzel. Very different things, but the same amount of outrage. This dude comes over to my concession stand. You know, I'm just sitting there. 16 years old, just chilling out, just trying to earn minimum wage.
Yeah, trying to scope out some strains.
Yeah, you know how it goes. But
hey, baby, I can sweep you right up into this little stand dustpan I got here, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, how about you drop your number on a piece of paper and I'll sweep it right up, baby. Put it right on my phone. You know what I'm saying?
But this middle-aged dude just comes strutting up to the concession stand. He's like, hey, y'all got any pretzels? I'm like, nah, man, it's like 10 in the morning. We haven't made any pretzels yet. And he's like, motherfucker. And he starts flipping us off. And he's like, that Oriental kid over there on the other.
Oriental. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's like, this Oriental kid.
Is that offensive? Is that supposed to be offensive?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm feigning offense just in case.
But one of my coworkers, he was I think he said he was Korean, but he's a full-blood American, but his parents were Korean or something. Yeah, but he's like that Oriental kid over there said that you all had pretzels. I'm like, and then his wife just starts slapping him. She's like, stop it, you're embarrassing me. It's just like, no, this is fucking crazy. I need my goddamn pretzels. And I'm like, oh man. So I felt sorry for her because I know how that shit goes. Although that dude didn't jump over the counter and like rip open our fucking pretzel thing and like throw it across the room. But Jesus Christ, man, people get crazy about the stupidest shit.
Yep.
I bet you got a lot of crazy stories from the movies.
Oh,
I'm sure there's
God.
lots of.
I have so many.
Lots of like gross sex stuff.
Yes.
How many condoms did you sweep up out of movie theaters?
How many cucumbers with condoms over them did you sweep up out of
50 Shades of
Twilight
Grey.
and Twilight premieres and 50 Shades of Grey premieres?
Oh man,
I'm sure
nothing like that. But I did find once, and this is like multi-layered. Okay, like I was.
Is it like a 7-layer like bean dip of
Almost,
dirty?
almost. There's a story behind it, but we only found the remnants, and then we pieced together the story.
Oh, so it's like a little puzzle.
So we
little
give out
sexy puzzle.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a sexy jigsaw. But
actually, I don't want to say that because they're probably underaged if it's happening at the movies.
Yeah, definitely.
Or maybe they're just some old-timey 80-year-old voyeurs who are like, let's do it in public.
So we give out these like free water cups, because legally you're supposed to, whatever. But anyway, these people had this cup. I see it in the cup holder. I'm cleaning the theater, and I look in it. It's full of fucking cum.
Oh.
And
how do you know what?
And a piece of bubble gum.
Oh.
So
she's a spitter.
Yeah, you could see the story here. It's like she had it in the whole time, or she took it out beforehand. But either way, she's a spitter.
Or maybe she was going to swallow all of it, but it got wrapped up in the chewing gum, and she's like, I can't swallow chewing gum. It'll get stuck in my chest for 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years to digest.
Oh my god.
Hey, she was just looking out for her colon.
Oh my god! But they didn't even have the courtesy to throw away their cum cup.
Ugh. That's gross.
Man, that's why I refuse to go to those movie theaters that have the like recliners and the love seats.
Yeah, dude,
real comfy. I'm like, that's all I need is some dude that can untense
spoon
his leg.
Woman right next to him.
Yeah, he can pretend that his wife is just sitting on his lap. Yeah, that's what's happening. But, you guys are playing bouncy house over there? Yeah, that's what's going on.
Like, one of my managers at the time, he took a black light because he was trying to get don't tell me this. He was trying to get the corporation to buy new seats. They're like, no, that's too expensive. And he's like, come with me. We're going into a theater. We go in. He goes in there, gets a black light, and goes, woof, and the whole fucking seats all just light up. That's covered, just white.
Well, thank you, Box. I'm not going back to a movie theater now.
You shouldn't. After working there for so long, they're not nice places. Just wait for it to come on Netflix.
Is it only bodily fluids that show up under black light? Like
no, there's other things, but
know.
what
are the odds that was just some like popcorn grease or
maybe, but still, it's pretty gross. But the thing is,
Better to be safe than sorry.
It only showed up like the spots that were really bright were at the very top.
Yep.
So all the seats down at the bottom where everybody can see you, they're pretty much clean. Pretty much. Maybe like a Coke, like a Coke spilled on it or something.
See, man, they should take that into account. They should do the grandmother thing when she
put
gets
plastic over it.
Yeah. They need to have
if a person comes in that just looks particularly sleazy, you hand them their 3D glasses, and then they go to the next spot, and then they go to the next spot in line, and you get please put this plastic cover over your seat before you sit down.
Yeah,
please throw it away when you're done. Recycle it in the same thing as the 3D glasses.
God, dude.
Man, I've got just so many gross stories working
Jesus
there, but
Christ.
It'll probably just completely ruin movie theaters for you.
All right, enough of that. Doc, please tell me you have something not genital related.
Yeah, I do.
No hot dog.
I got some life splaining to do for you today. A little life advice, little bits, little things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, have you ever, either one of y'all or any of our listeners, have you ever found it particularly irritating and stressful to try and explain mostly anything to an older person?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's difficult, right?
You gotta do some young splaining.
No. Old splaining. See, you beat me to the chase there because I was about to say, I'm coining a new term. It's old splaining. Because if you put splaining after anything, it just makes it better. Like life splaining. That sounds better than just... Because you see all the videos and stuff like, life advice, the life hacks, the life tips.
Yeah.
That's overdone. This is life splaining. It's different. So old splaining, you can pretty much get the gist of it. It's just phrasing things in a certain way that I don't know. Maybe it's a learned skill. I think I developed the skill a lot.
Okay, this car is like a Nintendo.
Well, no, you can't even do that. It depends on the severity. I think I developed the skill when I was doing tech support for a cable company, because you get the 80-year-old grandma that calls in and her, I don't know, her internet is out and she can't look at her grandson's photos on Facebook.
Yeah.
And
anyone
like cable, it wasn't as bad, but the internet, when they called in with internet problems and I could tell they were older, I'm just like, oh boy, here we go. Yeah. So what you're gonna need to do is reset your modem. Well, what's that? Oh boy. It's and you have to start using this thing. You got to be real descriptive. It's the little black box, some blinky lights on it. Oh, I have 3 of those. No. So, but yeah, the point is you get, I don't know, I guess it's a learned skill. What made me think of this is I was actually trying to explain to my grandmother, who I hadn't seen in a while, that I was doing a podcast now. And before the word podcast even came out of my mouth, I knew that's a no-no. You tell an older man or woman anything, you use the word podcast, and they're going to be like, what?
Yeah.
What's that?
You needed to take the, we're doing an AM radio
Well, that's
approach.
actually exactly
That's
what I said.
needed to do.
I was like, well, I do this thing. It's basically like talk radio. I don't know. It just made me think of just using old-splaining. Calling a podcast talk radio. Well, you know that's not what it is. It's different. I don't know how it's different, but it's different.
I took the same approach. I told my grandpa, I was like, yeah, Grandpa, I'm doing a radio show.
Yeah.
Radio show from a computer. It goes on the computer, and then people can listen to it on their phones. And he's like, oh, well, I remember when FDR got elected. And
yeah, more or less story. If you're trying to explain anything to an old person, just remember old-splaining.
Yeah, and don't get mad about it.
No.
Don't get mad about it, because you know what, dude?
It was a different time.
They
have
forgotten more than you'll ever fucking know about shit that you don't even know. You'll never be able to find out that it even existed. Like, my grandpa, dude, my grandpa can probably build anything, fix anything. If he's physically able, I mean, he could have a better garden than most people that I know personally. Like, I can have a nice garden because he taught me. But, I mean, dude, he knows more little things. I can literally ask my grandpa, hey, Grandpa, do you remember whenever the first atomic bomb was dropped in World War II? He'd be like, yeah, that was this date. He knows the exact date.
Yeah.
He's like a historian. He's a living
August
document.
26, 1945.
Well, you're Grandpa? But why'd I say Grandpa? I call him Papa.
I hope I'm not wrong.
What the fuck am I saying?
This is on the internet. We know how the internet reacts if you're wrong about something. But I believe it was August 26, 1945.
Yeah. But, man, don't get mad at him about it. Because when you're that old, do you really want some whippersnapper?
Yeah.
Like, getting impatient with you?
Coming in on their skateboard. You know, radical, dude.
Yeah.
These young kids.
I'm already like that, man.
Me too.
Yeah,
I've already realized I feel like I'm already at that age to where there are a few, not many, but there are certain technological things and pop culture references that I no longer get, and it's irritating. It's like, listen here, you little shit.
For me, that's Snapchat. Like, I have it,
the technology.
I look at it, but I don't do it. It's like an Instagram. It's just,
I live on Snapchat,
what?
man.
Well, do you guys ever have
get it.
do you guys ever have like a piece of technology that you don't understand how to use it, but you never really, it's not that you can't learn, it's just you don't want to learn how to use it.
Yeah.
It's just,
I think that's part of it. It comes to a point where you just start getting stuck. And it's like,
I mean, that's why old people don't know shit about computers. They're just like,
always.
I mean, what, am I going to learn it? And then like 2 weeks later, I could probably be dead.
I mean, I think like that, and that's not, I don't think that I'm going to be, well, I hope I'm not going to be dead in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know, with all these bugs you have running around in your house.
dude, who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? But all I know is that I'm getting old because the highlight of my year was getting a front porch swing. So I can sit out there and just watch cars go by and grimace whenever I hear my neighbors arguing next door. I'm just like, trashy
Look
people.
at the people driving by with the loud cars. I'm like, you dang kids.
I'm calling the city. We're having a town hall about exhaust noise thresholds.
See, another thing, when I was young and like something like Facebook or Xbox or computer or whatever, phones, they'd get updates. I'd be like, yeah, cool, it's getting all these new features. Now I'm just like, man, I gotta fucking
Yeah.
learn how to
Does
reuse it. I
does
gotta
it
relearn
work?
how to use it.
Is it even gonna work? I liked it the old way.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
probably exactly why old people don't. They're just like,
It's because old people, they
they're
got it
like, I've
figured
been
out.
doing things this way forever, and it's worked. So
Right.
why am I going to do
old
something
people
different?
realize that there's never a better way of doing things. There's just a new way that is, it's new, so people automatically assume it's better.
Yeah.
And it's just more complicated and more inconvenient than it was before. You've gotta have a bunch of the actual thing you do is easier. You know, actually browsing Facebook is easier. But you got to learn how to use the fucking phone. You got to learn how. There's just all this other stuff. It's a wonder that anyone was ever able to customize their profile on MySpace.
Dude, like everything just has gotten way more complicated and more inconvenient. Just getting on a plane used to, I mean, the most inconvenient thing you had to do was wear a suit. That was it. You just wear a suit.
That was a requirement?
I mean, it was a societal thing. Everyone had to dress their best when they got on the plane. You know, it was a status thing. You're like, oh, yeah,
I thought it
we're
was like that
fine.
with everything, like going to the deli.
I mean,
now,
yeah.
And now you don't even have to wear suits anymore. Fucking 9/11,
I mean,
man.
but no, what I'm saying is like the TSA, it's like everything just gets way more inconvenient.
If you even try and go near a plane and you have any sort of a beard, you're gonna get pulled aside for random search.
Yeah, box. They're gonna be really
I
skeptical.
know. I
of
got
you.
I got a pretty massive beard.
You got a terrorist beard.
You do. You've got a Duck Dynasty. Well, God.
Don't
I
stop.
hate
I'm gonna
using.
cut that part out.
Good, because I hate referencing certain things.
I know it.
There's certain references. This is something I actually intended on talking about today. I didn't think I was gonna have time, but this brings me right into it. I absolutely hate all the references that go on in the podcasting world. Let me break it down for you. This is referenced in almost every podcast I listen to all the fucking time. You know what? No. We're running short on time.
We're running long on time.
Next week.
Yeah, next week. Tune in next week. And you'll get a fucking earful, I promise you. And if you don't, your money back guaranteed. And it's free, so you're not getting anything.
Yeah.
You been listening?
That's a moral of life. It's not getting shit.
Let me restart what I.
Yes, I had to get that last.
How about I get this going one more time? You've been listening to the Mantis Show, and Box, Doc, and me, Mantis. We all really appreciate all the support out there on Twitter, guys. Please follow us on Twitter at The Mantis Show. We're on Facebook at The Mantis Show. We're on TuneIn Radio. We're on Stitcher. We're no longer on SoundCloud because fucking SoundCloud's hitting the gutter. They're going to shit. We're on iTunes, Play, everything on Android. Look
everywhere.
Look for us. Subscribe. Leave us a rating on iTunes. Tell your friends. Tell your family. And see you next week.